Okay, in this video we're going to name some covalent compounds. Some molecular compounds, covalent compounds. So that means we have a nonmetal with another nonmetal. So nonmetal and nonmetal. So we could do, let's see here, carbon and how many carbon? We're going to have 2 carbons and we're going to have 6 fluorines. So this is a covalent compound. Carbon's a nonmetal, fluorine's a nonmetal. So let's name this. In covalent compounds, we can have different ratios of our nonmetals. So carbon is not always 2 to 6 to fluorine. No, sometimes we can have 1 carbon to 5 fluorine, or 3 carbons to 12 fluorines. We can have different ratios. So we have to name how many carbons we have, and we also have, in the name, also have to tell how many fluorines we have. So we have to say dicarbon, because we have 2, and then the second element we always put the "ide" ending. So we're going to have dicarbon hexafluoride. Hexa means 6, di means 2. So, covalent compounds are fairly easy if you remember your prefixes. And you should have those in your notes, what the prefixes are and what they mean. Alright, let's do another example here. Let's combine sulfur and we're going to have chlorine, and I want 5 chlorine. So we have to name this. We have 1 sulfur, so we're just going to write sulfur. If the first element has no subscript, there's just 1 sulfur, we don't put mono. We just write sulfur. You don't have to use mono with the first element. So we say sulfur, meaning we have 1, and then we have to say we have 5 chlorides. So that's pentachloride. Penta means 5. Another one we could do is CO2. We have carbon, and then we have 2 oxygen, so we have to say dioxide. Again, the penta means 5, the di means 2. We could also have carbon with 1 oxygen. And so to say this, we got carbon. We only have 1 oxygen, and we have to say it since it's the second element, so we have to say monoxide. So here's a perfect example. Carbon can be with 2 oxygen, or carbon can be with 1 oxygen. Carbon with 2 oxygen, carbon dioxide, is completely different chemically from carbon monoxide. This we breathe out, carbon dioxide. Carbon monoxide is poisonous to us. So just changing 1 oxygen can completely change the compound and its chemical properties. Okay. Now we're going to go from the name to writing the formula. Let's say we had dinitrogen pentaoxide. Alright, so the di means we have 2 nitrogen, penta means we have 5 oxygen. And it's that simple. Let's do another one. Let's say we had phosphorus and we're going to put it with this time. Let's do chlorine. I'm going to back up. Let's say it's with heptachloride. So phosphorus heptachloride. Again, we have 1 phosphorus because we just say phosphorus. So we're going to put a P. We don't put the subscript 1 because we don't put 1s in chemistry. Heptachloride. So we have chlorine from the chloride, Hepta means 7. So PCl7. Okay, and that concludes naming covalent compounds whenever we have a nonmetal and another nonmetal combined.